how do I check the single page for accessibility? And you can just kind of see here, I've taken a page that I work with quite a bit, and all I've done is really just save it out as HTML. Now, just for the sake of, you know, anonymity, I've replaced certain words because all we're after is basically the HTML structure and how it reads. So turning on VoiceOver, I use Command and then the power button or login button on a Mac, and that'll bring up VoiceOver. So you hit Command and then that button 3 times, and here's what happens.
VoiceOver on Chrome. Star Kids Apple menu 10 items. Closing menu. Star Kids Furniture Store Somewhere. FL. Webcon links menu.
All right. So after VoiceOver's on and basically you select the web page that you're looking at, I just immediately use the hotkeys, which is in this case holding down caps lock and hitting the letter U.
Star Kids Furniture links menu.
That brings up basically what is called the rotary. So remember, you know, visual people, non-visual people. This is going to be as pretty much what the non-visual side would look like. And of course, you know, they're not going to be, you know, scrolling the page up and down, because what's the point in that? They're going to be using an assistive technology like this. And VoiceOver is great because it's pretty fast when it wants to work, and trust me, it is glitchy, especially if you get notifications that pop up and you're trying to do a screen recording like I'm doing right now. It just it goes a little haywire. So I've turned off all notifications, and we're looking at this HTML document that has issues. And when you're looking at this and you actually do bring up
Star Kids Furniture Store Somewhere, FL, web content, links menu.
You bring up this rotary. I'll scroll through it real quick. So here's links.
Landmarks menu.
Landmarks.
Form controls, headings menu. Buttons menu. Windows spots, links menu.
Okay, so now we're back to the links. And this one's probably the most important, just because your links are always going to want to be, you know, describable to where they're going. You know, sending somebody to, you know, asterisk, whatever.
Card link, star.
You know, whatever asterisk is.
Card link.
Twice. You know, I guess that's for this particular page. Maybe they render a mobile header and, you know, a desktop header. So I guess duplication is okay.
Card link.
Still would be nice to hide one. And then they
Living dot beat kit in finance FL 90210 address FL 90210.
And so they got a mega menu that, of course, you know, people using a mouse, they can roll over that mega menu and maybe a sub menu drops down with additional links or subcategories of their fourths. So remember, you know, they don't have that ability. We're all using keyboard here. And like I said, when you save a page down just as, you know, its original raw HTML, you know, some CSS gets leaked over. That's why this page in the background is, you know, apparently so scrolly with everything, because as you scroll, you'll see that, oh, look, maybe there's a subcategory called cribs. And then you scroll down and, oh, look, there's chests. So this is what ends up happening to an overly complicated mega nav. Visually, it doesn't matter to them because the links that are there, they just scroll through them using the rotary.
Pad kids and in sales, financing, FL 90210 address.
And so then it'll start going to the other links on the page. So looks like it maybe left MegaNav there and now is reporting an address.
8619 places download FL 8619 download net 1 places 86,753 0.
And what I'm doing to mute VoiceOver is just holding down the caps lock and hitting the letter M, because listening to it read some of these next things. Yeah, you tell me what this link does.
C10 _R0 store promo JJ 1660 x60.png C10 R1 store promo mobile JJ 800 by 115 PNG.
That's what that link does. Huh? Does any of this?
C10 find 8 places to go job opportunities updated.png job inquiries.
That one seemed at least reasonable, but it was still reading the file name. When there is no alt attribute or no ARIA label on the, in this case, it could be SVG tags, it could be image tags, it could be those fancy picture tags, it could be whatever that renders an image. If it doesn't have an alt attribute, it reads the file name. And not many file names are very descriptive of what they do. So try to be descriptive. Places to go, job opportunities, updated.png. That's, if you're going to name your images real words so that Google can cache them better, have at it. That's something that you want to do. But at least put an alt text in there so that it doesn't have to read .png or the weird underscores or the hyphens, because it reads it all of it.
ABC community support.png community support. Deliver generic underscore select underscore category underscore tiles underscore free shipping underscore VO underscore 424 by 282.png shop free shipping.
Yeah, that needs work. I think shop free shipping would be okay. At least that gives us something, but apparently it's not attributed properly inside of this anchor. And therefore it's reading out a file name. So that's not good. That has to be corrected.
ABC career opens a new window.
All right, so I just basically scrolled down the entire links list. Linking out phone numbers. People can hear phone numbers pretty well. Find showroom, customer care. That's double linking, which usually means that's probably...
Opens a new...
Let's see here.
Customer care.
Okay, so it says just customer care, but it looks like it's linking twice, so maybe this is something like there's an anchor tag that has an image inside of it. There's a ARIA label on the anchor tag that says customer care. And then there is an alt attribute on the image that also has customer care. So in this particular case, you're overdoing it. And if you don't know the simple rules of it, it's best to stay away from ARIA first. Because just because you're going to put an ARIA label on it and you think you're going to attach something grandis, what normally I see happening is they'll put an ARIA label on it, have 2 words on it, says shop shipping, free or shop free shipping, 3 words, whatever. And then the actual image tag that's inside the anchor will be shop holiday promos and this year's seasonal events. Well, that's an image that says all of that. And so now by putting ARIA label on your anchor tag and not putting the actual real text in the alt attribute as if it was read from the image, that's a problem. And that's where this duplication, even nonsensical stuff can come in. The duplication is probably the worst.
Request apply now. Opens a new window. Apply now. Opens a new window.
Yeah, so stuff like that, those need to be looked at.
About us.
And
Store locator.
Even though they're reading out once, there's twice, it's probably because it's the exact same text. So VoiceOver, of course, tries to make it as less redundant as possible, just like JAWS. So it won't read the same text 2 times in a row most times.
Start or pay order balance. 898,852,501 link.
Yeah, I know what that does. That takes me to what? Yeah. No idea.
Details link.
Details of what?
Opens a new window.
What opens a new window? And I know exactly what these are.
Opens a new window.
And that got refactored, and the developer who refactored it left the actual hide 508 class, which is basically an invisibility class in CSS that hides text away from sighted users but still allows screen readers to read it. The open a new window is really good and almost required anytime you're having the user leave your domain. So if you're externally linking to somewhere, that needs to have this open a new window. And what ended up happening is these were wrapped in anchor tags, and they these were anchor tags wrapped around an actual image, a PNG at the time. Well, they just got replaced with SVGs. So they stripped the entire image tag, not thinking about putting an alt text on it, and are, now using an SVG tag that renders directly on the HTML because it's faster. But they didn't know how to properly label an SVG. And so they didn't put anything on these. So now all of them just read
opens a new window. And
that's not helpful. So using the rotary, this is obviously the up and down.
Opens a new window. FL 90210 landmarks menu.
All right, so
Window spot links menu.
Links menu. They also can type at this point. So if I wanted to see all links that said download now,
Download now. 2 items. Download now.
doesn't tell me what it's downloading, but I hit the letter D and typed in download, and it does the short filtering just like Spotlight on, regular OS X.
Star.
So Rotary contains links,
Landmarks menu.
landmarks,
Form controls menu.
form controls,
Headings menu.
headings,
Buttons menu.
and buttons. And so we're really going through these and just looking for things that, if all you heard was this.
Button. Live chat. General. List box pop-up collapsed. Button.
What does that mean? What is a general? I know there's a pop-up, so that's a select option. Somebody's going to click that drop down and maybe there's states inside of it. Or maybe it's a list of pizza ingredients. I don't know. But all it is
schedule a showroom. Live general. List box pop-up collapsed. Button.
list box pop-up currently collapsed. No idea. It makes no sense. Read each of these, and if you can identify where it goes to, then you're doing a good job. But if you just see these things...
Is the star... 1 button. 2 button. 3 button. 4 button. 5 button.
I don't know what that is.
643 button.
Seems to go very far from...
5 button.
5 all the way up.
643 button.
Don't know.
Next button. Group.
Next what?
Top button. Group.
Top of what?
Contact us. Collapsed button. Group.
Okay, so I know that's a contact us. It says it's collapsed button, so chances are if I hit it, it would be almost like a flyout or dynamic display of text. Won't work in this HTML download, but I know that because it's a collapsed button and it said contact us. So I'm going to assume I hit that, something's going to pop up that's like a contact us form. Makes sense.
Help center. Collapsed button. Group.
Same concept. Maybe there's some FAQ in there.
Financing. Collapsed button. Our company. Collapsed button. Account. Collapsed button. Resources. Sign up. Cookie settings. Button. Sign up. Button. Cookie settings. Button.
Okay, so a little bit more description. Is that one of those silly...
Sign up. Button.
Silly pop-ups?
Cookie settings. Button.
You got to accept or reject cookies because that's in the HTML and looks like that's at the bottom of the buttons.
Windows spots menu.
Windows spots is just literally the tabs you have open. I've noticed Chrome displays twice sometimes.
Kids furniture store somewhere. FL. Google Chrome Incognito group.
Yeah, so I guess because I'm incognito as one window and then viewing...
Kids furniture store somewhere. FL. Google Chrome Incognito window.
Yeah, not important for web developer because now it's just reading the Chrome outside.
Links menu.
But that's all I do. I go through this and I say, what can I not identify? And then once I identify it, I can fix it. But the developers don't go through that process often, and so they'll just copy code from wherever and paste it, which is fine. But this is how I quickly tell you whether a page is good or not. Thought you would enjoy that.
Star Kids furniture store somewhere. VoiceOver off.